Hello YouTube fam, this is Gloria aka Life with Glory B. Welcome to my channel. So today I am honoring one of your requests. In one of my recent videos, I did ask for you guys to give me some suggestions on what you would like to see from me. And one of you did ask for a makeup tutorial. I am not a makeup artist, but I think I do my makeup okay. It's decent. I had a few questions. Some of the questions were about dating, as well as like how I stay fit, what is my eating. So I'm going to try to incorporate some of those into this video. I do not take very long to apply my makeup. I may take a little longer since I am not very good at multitasking at all. At the end of this video, you're going to get to see what I'm wearing today. I'll be featuring an item from a black-owned business. It's a vintage store. They have some beautiful pieces. The person who does the shopping, she has a very good eye for pieces, and I really do love her fashion sense. So you're going to get to see one of the items that I picked up from her. I'm not currently wearing it, but I'll be showing you it at the end of the video, so stay tuned. So my face is freshly cleaned. I'm just going to apply the products that I would use under my makeup. I'll leave more detailed information about these items.
I meant what I said when I said it, lady. I never want to look at a house in the garden. I never want to lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. No, I never want to play happy families with you, but I like having you around. I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun.
So I use the Hyper Clear around my chin area because I have some facial hair. Yes, I do. I started getting laser hair removal. It's definitely hormone based. These the fact that I have hair, and my mom has facial hair, so I know it's also hereditary, but I didn't have them when I'm much younger. I started to see them like in my 40s, so I know it's definitely hormone based. The Hyper Clear helps because having facial hair, if you remove it, you will start to see dark spots there as well. But I've been having laser hair removal. I have to continue with those treatments. It takes a few treatments before you actually start to see fuller results. And I love to use bio oil. So I use this a lot in the winter time. So this is new for me. I've never done a makeup video while talking, so bear with me. The first thing I do is apply my concealer. I'm going to leave all the information, like I said again, in the description about all the products that I use. So this concealer, I put it around my laugh lines. I started to do this and realized my recording was off. Put it around my eyes, obviously, to conceal the dark spots under here and the dark spots that I have around my chin area from the hair. Annoying. Anyway, you ladies who get facial hair know how annoying that is. So one of the things you guys wanted to know is like my eating habits, or you know, like how I managed to stay in such good shape. To be honest with you, my eating is very simple, and I do not buy certain things to keep in the home, because if I have it here, I probably will use it. There are 4 items that I try not to use regularly, and I'm trying to cut them out of my diet as much as possible. Those 4 items are sugar. Yep. Sugar comes in so many forms, but I do not buy sugar in its raw form, granulated form, any form. I currently use monk fruit, which I find to be really, really good. It's a 0-calorie sweetener, and it doesn't have a aftertaste, at least not to me. Some people say they do find that they have aftertaste. But to me, it's the closest thing to actual sugar. So I usually put on my actual makeup. I do my concealer first and then I put my makeup on afterwards because my makeup is a little darker.
Cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden. I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. You told me you don't really do commitment, trust me. Consider your message received. When you said you...
Oh, contouring almost done. I had to concentrate on that one. Next, I'm going to lay these brows. My brows are very well behaved. Very well behaved, but I do use soap. I keep it very wet. I just use a little spoolie here. Now this already has some soap on it, you probably can see, and I use like the wet part of the top up there, or sometimes if I have a little bit of the water, it also can have a tacky effect. I love my brows to be like straight up. I know a lot of men do not like that, guys. Yes, just so you know, men like to see our brows like laid and like smooth, while we are now into having our brows all like thick and heavy. They're not feeling it that much, but that's an FYI. But we do it for us. We're not doing it for them. I tell guys that all the time. When a woman gets dressed, when she puts her clothes on, when she puts her makeup on, she's not doing it for you. She's really not. She's doing it for other females, and that's how I feel, honestly. I think that when we see another female who's looking like well put together or wearing something that you really like a lot, and you pay that female a compliment, it's like you give them a boost, and I love that. So next, finishing up what I eat in like my diet. Do not like to use dairy products, so no type of dairy. And one of my favorite dairies is ice cream. So I love ice cream, guys. Ice cream is my weakness in the summertime. Ooh, forget it. I probably have ice cream every single week. I'm using this color in this palette. This palette is from Sephora. Had it for a few. I use it for to emphasize my contour just a little bit more, because really and truly what I just did was applied my makeup, which is a little darker. It's usually better when I use that in the summertime, but in the winter time it's definitely darker. So I use it as like a semi contour, and then I go in with this and I contour around my hairline, and then I go in again and emphasize my contouring a little bit more under my cheeks. So right, so back to the dairy and gluten. Now these things cause bloating, and they also tend to make your stomach a lot bigger than it should be. So if you monitor what you eat, if you cut some of these things out of your diet and you monitor it, like after 2-3 days, you're gonna start to see that your stomach looks flatter and you're gonna be less bloated. So gluten products, anything that has a bunch of wheat, I stay away from. I try to incorporate things that are non-gluten, like sweet potatoes and plantains and stuff like that. There may be carbs, but they're not gluten, which is a little better for you. I do eat small portions of those things as well, because carbs do tend to turn into sugar, which is also the enemy of getting flatter stomachs. You know what I mean? This and this are my two blush colors, all right, these two. But what I do is I mix the two together sometimes. So one is more red and one is more like a burnt orange. So I mix the two together to give the flush of color that I'm looking for. And I just blend it out towards my temple. None of those items do I buy and keep in my refrigerator. or my cupboards. So no gluten products, no sugar, and no dairy. So I think that's it. I think that's all the things that I have removed from my diet. I eat meat, all types of meat. I just moderate how much meat I eat. I do tend to purchase fish more than I would buy meats. So meats are very heavy and they take a longer time to digest and a longer time to pass out of your system. So I try not to eat too much meat, like beef and pork, and I do eat poultry more than I would eat meat, but even poultry I'm not eating a lot of. So that's it for my diet. I love my fruits. I don't discriminate against my fruits, but I do try to eat the berries more so than like banana, oranges, apples, those things that are more high in sugar. I try to eat less of those and incorporate more berries. So blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, those are the fruits that I try to eat more of. Less sugar, the better. As you can see, I tend to just line my brows with the brow pencil, and then I go back, and I have two spoolies. This one is actually dry, so I use the wet one to lay my brows first, let my brows dry because they were wet, then I apply my pencil, and you guys saw how I did that, and next I smooth them up with the dry one. I have a small Too Faced concealer, the lighter color again, and I go in and I clean up my brows. Now I haven't shaped my brows in forever, so my brows have a very good shape all by themselves, and I blend this out with my fingers. All right, so now for my eyes, the piece de resistance, and this I bought it from ColourPop. I like to buy loose colors because I hate when I'm traveling and I have to travel with a whole bunch of different compacts. I like to pick up the colors that I know I'm going to use, put them in like a Ziploc bag or something, and voila. So this one have like a slight sheen to it. So I'm gonna start by putting this under my eye. Who else folds their lip when they're applying makeup? I don't know, does that make a difference? Folding your lips? A little bit, yeah. See? Pinking it out. So this is going right under my eyes. Yes. All right, so you guys also wanted to know about dating in New York. Now you guys know I'm almost 50. Trust me, it's harder when you get older because you know what you want. You really have a better sense of who you are and what you're looking for. But one thing I've had to do is change some of my expectations, because we have high expectations sometimes, and there's room for compromise. So you have to have a balance on what you're expecting. If you want it all and you can get it all, kudos. But one thing I've realized is that you can't have it all. It's either you have you find a guy who has his shit together, but he doesn't know how to treat you or how to deal with you, or there's no chemistry. You like have nothing in common, but he has his shit together. Or you find someone who don't have their shit together, for a lack of a better word. I'm saying shit a lot, but yeah, you find someone who doesn't have it together, right? But you have a lot in common. That's what I find happens a lot. And as long as the person is someone who is hardworking, honest, trustworthy, respectful, clean, believe it or not, hygiene is a huge deal. I have gone out on dates with guys and I'm like, they start to speak and I'm like, wow. Guess who's not having a kiss at the end of the night? Yeah, hygiene is major when it comes to dating. I think it's one of the things people forget to mention, but yeah, good hygiene is very important. So from my experience though, like I said, in New York, I find that it's kind of difficult to date, but I've heard other people complain about other places. I like to put some gold on top. I love gold. Ugh, I think it just does something for my skin overall. Gold jewelry and gold makeup. Woohoo! So this actually is a highlighter as well. And you guys won't believe how long I've had this thing. I've had it for many years and it is still very good. It's called Very Sexy and it's from Victoria's Secrets. Back to the whole dating thing. So for me, I've had all sorts of horrible stories. I like a man who is a gentleman. I think most men think more millennial, which is like they don't care to open the door. I love a man who opens the door for me. Love it. You know, just treats me like a woman, treats me like I am fragile, even though I'm not. But I want to feel like you are the stronger sex and that you are going to look out for me and that you'll have my back. So if you aren't giving me that vibe when I first go out with you, you're probably never gonna have a second date. I think women in general look for men who reminds them of their dad. Not that I had my dad in my life. My dad was not in my life growing up. But I had great examples of men in my life, and the way that my uncles and my cousins, the way they treated me and the way they treated other women as well as their wives or girlfriends, it set the standard for me, and I like that. I like to blend things out a little bit. I use this brush. This is a blush brush, but I actually just use it to like smoothen everything out. I have this palette. It's by BH Cosmetics and it's been through a lot, guys. Oh god, it's been through a lot. Woo. Anyway, so I'm gonna use the darkest color right here in the middle. Next up, I am going to be working on these lashes of mine. I used to get the individual lashes, and I had to stop because I started to get an allergic reaction to the glue. Yeah, so back to dating. Yeah, I've had so many different dating stories, guys, that it would take forever to give you all of the gory details on my dating life. But all I can tell you is that I've had people who I thought would go somewhere and it didn't. You know, it takes two, definitely. It takes two. Both people have to be on the same page, and it takes effort. You have to know what you want. I always say, listen, I can do bad enough by myself. That's how I feel. But recently during COVID, I actually met someone and we are currently dating. It's going good so far, but we'll see where that ends up. I try not to put too much of my life, my personal life, in the public eye, because you just never know where things will go, or I'd rather maybe give it a few years. Maybe not that long, but more than a year for sure, before I start talking about me and someone being an item. Or yeah, it's good to take your time, really feel things through. You really don't get to know a person within a few months. Honestly, it takes a while to really get to know a person. Different aspects of that person, personality or life comes out bit by bit, because yeah, more and more things get revealed as the days go by, and there might be that one thing that pushes you over the edge. For me, I know it takes patience. I'm not one of the most patient people, believe it or not. I'm not. And I'm also very stubborn. But I'm learning to be less stubborn and be more compromising, as long as it doesn't mean compromising who I am or what is innate to me. Yeah, but there's some things that you can just let go of. Some things are worth fighting for, and then there's others that is like, you know what, why the hell am I making a big issue out of this? I'm gonna leave it, let it dry for a bit, and while that dries, I am going to put on my lipstick.
You're not mine, it's just my turn. We can still have fun for now. No, I never wanna play happy families with you, but I like having you around. I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun for now.
Alright, lashes come through.
We can still have fun for now.
Guys, I should have had a before and after.
Still have fun for now.
So look at girl, look at her. I think that's it. Makeup done. I don't think I missed a step that I usually will take. My makeup probably seems like it takes longer. And that's because I am not good at multitasking. Right. All right. So that's it, you guys. My hair is fuzzy. It's a fuzzy mess. So I have these twists in, and I've had them in for going on 4 weeks now, and it looks like it's time for me to, you know, remove them. All right, I'm about to go put away my makeup brushes and whatnot, and then I'm going to show you my outfit of the day. Again, like I was mentioning before, it's a piece that I got from a vintage shop called Second Time Around. I will make sure that everything I used today, the makeup, the brushes, I can't tell you because I've had some of these brushes forever. But the makeup itself, I'll try to give you all the details on all of the makeup that I used, and as well as the other products, like the products that I used before I apply my makeup. Second Time Around, I believe, is the name of the vintage store. It's best to check the site every week so that you don't miss any new items that may come in, because if they're good, they're not going to be up on the site very long, and everything is really affordable. I may have mentioned before, but just in case I didn't, she do have a few luxury pieces in there as well. So it's a good place to stop by. Check it out. Black owned small business. Let's support each other, guys. All right, so I will be wrapping up the video really soon. I'll be just showing you my quick outfit of the day. If you've watched this far, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments. Your comments do matter. So guys, support a girl. Support your girl. Support your fam. Support your sister, your auntie, your cousin. I'm all that and some to you guys. At least I feel that way. So I thank you guys. I've been trying to clean up. I hope I haven't been making a whole bunch of noise in your ear. I was trying to clean up while I wrap up the video. So I will see you guys very soon. I love you, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Let me know what you think about this makeup that I did. Do you like it? Would you try it yourself? How is my skills? Can I be a makeup artist? Would you let me do your makeup? You know, let me know, and ask me any questions about the topics that I touched on today. So I touched on dating, and I touched on what I eat in general. I plan to do a vlog, spend the day with me, so look out for that coming soon. You know what else I'm also doing? It's probably not going to come until like April or something, but I've been revamping my apartment. So where I live currently has not been renovated or painted or changed in years. So I'm doing a little bit of revamping and freshening up and whatnot, and I can't wait to film that video. I'm already excited about where the apartment is heading. I don't know how long I'm planning to stay here, but I do know that it just feels so much better when you come into a space and it looks pleasing to the eye. A lot of us have been doing that, especially since we've been working from home. I think that's what pushed me, being here all the time. I just wanted to see and be excited about my surroundings. All right, enough rambling. I'm a rambler, y'all. Shoot. All right, bye guys. I love you. Mwah. So this is currently the outfit that I'm wearing. The top, the jacket, is actually from the brand that I was referring to. I love this jacket. So let me come in closer so you guys can see the detail. Now the material is more or less a sequined floral.
I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now.
All floral. It has these beautiful padded shoulders, very emphasized padded shoulders, and these pockets on the side. I love this jacket. I love it. Now I'm wearing it without anything under it right now. I probably think I will belt it to cinch it in at the waist, and I'm pairing it with these Zara jeans, and I decided to go with House of CB fluorescent orange sandals.
Low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun.